They are the three-time defending national champions. Folks, get ready for a lot of motivation, a lot of inspiration. And the most inspirational wrestler you'll see is Anthony Robles, the senior from Arizona State University, born without a right leg. And for more on his story, here's Quint Kesnick.
Spent some time with Anthony this week. His philosophy about wrestling says wrestling is about capitalizing on your strengths, not focusing on your weaknesses. He told me, I don't have to worry about not having a leg if I wrestle to my strengths. Now, those strengths include extremely strong hands. He's got tremendous upper body power and an explosive shot. This will be his last weekend of competitive wrestling. He looks to become a motivational speaker after he graduates. He says his message is going to be about overcoming adversity.
All right, thank you very much, Quint. We look forward to your analysis and Matt interviews. There he is, Anthony Robles, getting set for the semifinals from Mesa, Arizona, the three-time Pac-10 champion. And as if his story wasn't good enough, this is Ben Kjar. He is a senior from Utah Valley University, originally from Centerville, Utah, just up the road in Viewmont High School. His first career semifinal appearance, Jeff. This is a guy who's not even seeded, and here he is on the big stage going against the #1 seed.
You can tell just looking at him how powerful he is. He depends on his skill to take him forward, and he has a good shot.
And our second semifinal, this is one of the best ones. Matt McDonough, the defending national champion, and Brandon Prieston out of Northwestern.
Their only losses are to each other.
Referees, let's start tonight. Starting, open.
So we are set to go. McDonough and Prieston underway. Bottom right of your screen. Remember, Matt McDonough out of Iowa. He will be in the black singlet with the red ankle bands. He is the defending national champion. Brandon Prieston in the green ankle bands. Anthony Robles and Ben Kjar. And look at Ben Kjar getting down low.
Last year, Andrew Long, when he was wrestling for Iowa State and defeated Robles, wrestled the same style right down there with Robles, and it turned out to be successful for Long, who upset Robles early in the tournament.
I like the fact that Kjar has been thinking on how to attack Robles, and if you're lower than Robles, Robles really can't get under you. Smart tactics. Question is, can he score from his knees?
And the other question is, can he match the upper body strength that Anthony Robles has in those vice-like grip of hands?
It starts with the grip right there, and right there, it looks like he's having a hard time getting his wrist away from Anthony Robles right now.
Kjar so aware of the shot ability and the grip that Anthony Robles has. Ben Kjar already with a tremendous performance here in Philadelphia, the first All-American for Utah Valley University, a relatively young program, but in the state of Utah where there is some great wrestling, they seem to be putting themselves on the map nicely. And look at this.
Robles turning the corner here. If he can get the ankle, he's got some leverage.
Anthony Robles right now on the left side of your screen in the maroon singlet at Arizona State University, going up against the unseeded Ben Kjar out of Utah Valley University.
What Robles can't do that normal wrestlers can with the leg is hook the leg that he does not have to hook. And so he's got to come all the way around and establish control in an unconventional way.
Meanwhile, on the bottom right of your screen, the defending national champion Matt McDonough out of Iowa, going head-to-head with the 3-seed Brandon Prieston.
These guys have met 3 times. The first time in the Midlands Championships where Prieston upset the #1 ranked McDonough. Then they met in the dual meet. Prieston was out in front 3-0, but McDonough hit him with a headlock and pinned him in the 3rd period, and then McDonough beat him in the Big Tens.
Very technical match taking place in the top left. These are the semifinals of the 125-pound class. The winner moves on to tomorrow's night's big show. Stalemate at the bottom right. Defending champion Matt McDonough in the black singlet, facing off with Brandon Prieston.
Notice Kjar is not moving into Robles. Yeah. That is something that I think is to his advantage.
Well, I think this is a sign of ultimate respect, guys. As you look at that top left, Ben Kjar knows exactly what Anthony Robles can do. Final seconds ticking away. So Kjar and Robles scoreless after one period. Remember the first period, and there's his mom, Judy Robles, looking on. More on Judy. Let's check in with Quint.
Admitted tension and anxiety for Judy Robles. She said it's been tough for her to eat this week. On the birth of her son, she said, you know, I thought I'd have to always take care of him, but in reality now it's Anthony who's been taking care of me. He says he's never complained, he's never asked for anything, and he's always been gracious as a son. And Anthony talked about his mom with us early this week, said she never treated me any different from any other kids. I just wanted to just be normal because she treated me like I was normal.
And Quint, with all of us in our group at ESPN, you spent maybe the most time with Anthony. What's he like as an athlete to deal with it, interview requests and things like that?
He's amazingly patient and gracious. You know, I see a difference this year for him being a senior as opposed to the first time on this national stage when he was a sophomore. He's more confident. He's got the tunnel vision on. He knows this is his last time through. And he knows that he's an inspiration for people watching around the country. This crowd has always supported him. But he wants to be known as a great wrestler. You know, he doesn't want to be known as a guy with one leg. He wants to be recognized as a great competitor and a great wrestler.
All right, thank you very much, Quint. Minute 30 to go here in the second period. Still scoreless. Ben Kjar of Utah Valley University and the #1 seed Anthony Robles.
I'm impressed Kjar is able to get up off the bottom on the whistle start. Not able to free himself, but when he feels that tilt coming, he also rolls through, which diffuses it.
Right now, he's got a complete flat sprawl right now. Possibly getting a stalemate here.
Well, with them half out of bounds like that, but I think the ref might be looking at stalling now. Neither wrestler able to improve position. Here it comes. And they are warning Kjar on bottom for not improving his position. To his credit, Robles is out to the side of the body.
And not to take anything away from Ben Kjar, that is not because he doesn't want to wrestle Robles. It's probably the smart thing to do.
You do not want to let your wrist get tied up in the middle of that with Robles. He has incredible ability to tilt and get back points.
Judy Robles looking on, watching her son, the 3-time Pac-10 champion, Anthony Robles right now, battling Ben Kjar in the semifinals, looking for a spot in tomorrow night's final. You'll see that on ESPN. Look at the strength of Anthony Robles.
Oh, right.
2-1 on the other mat.
Yeah, McDonough, Prieston escaped and McDonough took him down in the second period, and McDonough has a lot of riding time, so he's up 2-1 and chose bottom to begin the third period.
You can see, you know how strong Ben Kjar is, and trying to shake Anthony Robles, who has vice-like grip hands, incredible upper body strength, and he just can't get away from it. Final 10 seconds ticking away here in the second period of this semifinal. Anthony Robles in the maroon singlet, Ben Kjar of Utah Valley University in the green singlet.
Robles has a full 2 minutes riding time.
So it's 0-0 as we go to the third period. Now riding time is a factor for Anthony Robles. He's got up to 2 minutes, so Kjar has got to erase that. Meanwhile, on the other mat, how about this? 2-1 with 44 seconds to go. 3-1 now with Matt McDonough, the defending national champion, bottom right in the black singlet.
McDonough, there's no riding time involved. It's 3-1, straight lead for McDonough. Prieston was able to erase that riding time in the third period. But before he gave the escape to McDonough.
Anthony Robles picks up a point, guys, for the escape. So now, in effect, he is up 2-0 on Ben Kjar of Utah Valley.
Kjar started moving into him to get aggressive, and what happened? Robles took that shot, was able to score.
Robles is so strong, benches 305, and he shows his strength, but when he gets that cross wrist, and the bottom man has got the elbows out there, the head on the mat, it's not a good place to be. McDonough.
And Matt McDonough, the defending champion of Iowa, will be moving on to the championship. He is just a sophomore. What a bright future for him. Now we focus our attention on mat number 1, the final minute to go here. Anthony Robles on top. Riding time is a factor, so in effect it's 4-0. Ben Kjar needs to get going quickly.
He needs a big move, and I don't know if he'll ever get out of bottom to even try and execute one.
Judy Robles looking on as her son, a senior at Arizona State University, coming down to the final moments of his wrestling career with just the final ahead of him if he can ride out these last 41 seconds against Ben Kjar at Utah Valley.
Nice out by Kjar, but not there. He came up, he got hip separation, good hand control, and got the escape.
Kjar quickly looks up to the clock, sees that he's under 30 seconds. Remember, Anthony Robles has the extra point for riding time. So in effect, it is 4-1.
Kjar needs to look for an underhook and somehow to take Robles to his back for the takedown, because he's down not only by 2 points, but the riding time.
Off the mat for the final 8 seconds. Come on, Anthony, short time! Anthony Robles is on the doorstep of going to the national finals. And he's done it. Anthony Robles, 4-2, is moving on to the final.
And it will be his first time on the stage in the finals. Anthony Robles, Arizona State.
Ben Kjar gave it a very valiant effort, but in the end it was too much Anthony Robles, too much upper body strength. Kjar gets the All-American status, a tremendous performance by that young man out of Utah Valley University. But Anthony Robles, your winner, he's standing by with Quint.
Anthony, you walk out here tonight. What emotions were you dealing with?
I was very scared, you know. I was excited, but this is my first time going to the national finals, so I was pretty nervous. But, you know, I just kept thinking about all the hard work I put into this at the beginning of the season, through the season, and just realized I can't lose. You know, I put too much into this to lose now, so one more match.
Your ride was tight. You really won this match with a takedown and great riding. How do you best describe your ability when you're on top?
You know, obviously I wanted to get some tilts in there, but Ben's a strong dude. You know, I've wrestled him before. He's real strong. I knew that it was going to be a close match. You know, just I had to limit my mistakes, and I did that, and I was patient, and it worked out. You know, so one more to win.
When that match was over, you look up in the crowd, you point to your mom, Judy.
Oh yeah, you know, my mom's up there, my brothers and my sister, and my girlfriend Devin, and you know, I love them all very much. They've been here to support me all the way through, especially my mom. You know, she was there for my very first wrestling match when I got pinned, and you know, she's going to be here for my very last wrestling match, hopefully to win a national title.
It's the NCAA finals. We'll see you tomorrow night, Anthony.
Thank you.
Anthony Robles, your winner in semi number 1 of the 125s. He is on his way to the national championship match where he will face off with the defending champion, Matt McDonough of Iowa. It's 1 seed versus 2, and gentlemen, we couldn't have scripted it any better. You'll see that tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN Live from Philadelphia.